Okay, today we'll be removing a tire on a 2007 BMW 335i. The tools you will need are a torque wrench, a breaker bar, a 3/8 drive ratcheting wrench, a 17mm deep wall socket. Optional is a 12-volt impact wrench, and a jack. Okay, so before we take off the wheel, we want it fully on the ground so we can loosen the lug bolts off. Okay, so now that we have the jack, we're going to go from the center point of my car, which is a BMW. So you see the logo, follow that center line all the way down. That's where you want the jack to be. Okay, so now that we have the vehicle properly jacked up, we got all the bolts cracked and loose while the vehicle is on the ground all the way. Now the next part is to take the lug bolts off completely. So you can use one of these little 12-volt impact drivers, or you can use a simple 3/8 driver wrench. But for today, I'm going to use my Milwaukee impact driver to take my wheel off. So now that you got the lug bolts removed, now you're going to take the wheel off. Simply just place both hands on the wheel, the spokes of course, it's the easiest way to take it off. You're just going to lift up and pull away. So the easiest way to put a wheel back on is just straddle it in between your legs. So at this point you're going to grab it right about here, and you're going to lift it up, and on most cars today, like this one, this 335i that we're working on, has a center hub. Now the wheel lines up perfectly with that, so you're just going to lift it up, and boom, it's on. Next step is to get your lug bolts that you took off. You're going to line the wheel up with the hub, then you're going to take your lug bolt and hand tighten it. So now that you tightened all your lug bolts, the next step is to either A, use your impact driver to tighten them, just snug for now, or B, use your 3/8 ratchet wrench. But I'm going to use my impact driver for this. Step is the easiest by far. Now what we're going to do is just lower the car back onto the ground. Now that the car is back on the ground, we're going to grab our torque wrench. We're going to torque the lug bolts to 90 foot-pounds. Also, make sure to go in a star pattern.